This overall development has been brewing more intensely for the past couple of months on both fronts related to Warner Bros. Discovery. On the one hand is the upcoming bidding war for the acquisition of the company itself, with key players like Netflix, Comcast Universal, Paramount Skydance, and the Saudi public investment firm. Meanwhile, on the second hand is a growing movement of the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse, which has been heavily talked about because of director Zack Snyder's online antics. In this video, I will explain the years leading up to WB Discovery's acquisition, and at the end of that, I will explain why the Snyder fan base should calm down from jumping to certain conclusions which have not been officially confirmed. This one will be a longer than usual video, so place your phone close by as you're doing those dishes. If you haven't, get going! If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay up to date with my new videos twice a week. And with that said, let's talk. Hey everyone, Ayo here representing 4BZ Entertainment News and Gaming, giving you the latest scoop on the Warner Bros. Discovery acquisition. And there is quite a lot to condense here, but I'll do my best. Starting off with the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse movement, which began immediately after the release of the Joss Whedon-directed Justice League movie, a film which Zack Snyder left in the middle of the production due to the loss of his daughter, who decided to, quote-unquote, check out of the Mortal Hotel early, if you catch my flow, because advertisers and YouTube. Needless to say, the film was a bomb at the box office, leaving a large portion, if not half of the fan base, wanting the heavily rumored Snyder Cut, which then WB denied ever existed. 3 years later, and after AT&T acquired WB for $85 billion, they brought Snyder aboard not only to confirm the rumor, but announced the Snyder Cut of the Justice League will be released specifically and exclusively for HBO Max on March 18th back in 2021, which turned out to be quite the success, and fans who wanted the cut now began advocating for the Snyderverse to be fully restored for the completion of the story. Fast forward to October of the year 2025, 3 years after WB has been acquired by Discovery. Yeah, I agree, this company has been tossed around because of their astronomically enormous debt of $33 billion. This was the year that was supposed to bring about a new age of the rebooted DC Universe, or DCU, with the first film released back in July simply titled Superman, starring David Cornsweet. In a nutshell, the film barely crossed the finish line for gaining a profit. I have 2 videos breaking down that film's box office, go check them out. Following that was a huge reignited flame of enthusiasm when Snyder shared this image of Henry Cavill portraying as Superman on Instagram with the caption of, quote and unquote, Henry Cavill is Superman. And you know what they say, the crowd went wild and the speculation mill went from there. Since then, Snyder occasionally posts more black and white pictures of various actors portraying different characters in the movies that he directed. Now let's flip over to the other side real quick, with Warner Bros. Discovery now reviewing the non-binding bids from the first round of bidding yesterday, November 20th at the time of this video, from companies such as Netflix, Comcast Universal, and Paramount Skydance with their offers. Initially, Warner Bros. Rejected Paramount's first 3 offers of $24 per share before announcing that they were for sale, stating that they intended to explore more options to sell the company. Now, to put this into proper context, to understand the sheer scope of what Warner Bros. Discovery can and has to offer, TV stations like TNT, for instance, that has NASCAR, the NCAA Division I men's basketball, MLB, and the NHL, and let's not forget the various soccer leagues, including the French Open, the Big Ten, and the CFP, with other sports that are featured on the station as well. Other channels like CNN, TBS, HGTV, Food Network, plus all of Discovery's channels, and that's just television. That's just TV. Can you imagine with the movie studios with Warner Brothers' catalog of intellectual properties like Looney Tunes, Harry Potter, Scooby-Doo, Game of Thrones, and The Wizard of Oz? Well, of course, everything that's DC Comics and Studios, obviously. Can you not tell what's going on with the screen, what you're watching with Batman and Superman? According to Deadline, Paramount Skydance is in a unique position since it intends to absorb WB entirely. Because, get this, the CEO, David Ellison, is the son of Larry Ellison, who is a co-founder of the global tech company called Oracle. If you don't know what Oracle is, it pretty much specializes in cloud computing software and enterprise solutions, with products including cloud infrastructure, business applications, and AI services. And their major customers are Microsoft, Citigroup, United Health Group, Netflix, Intel, and more. And you're probably imagining that our boy Larry is pretty rich, right? Try second most on the planet right now, right behind Elon Musk, valuing at $345 billion as of October of this year. I also know who he endorses, but I won't go into that. Shout out to my cousin Mel, who gave me that illuminating fact. Oh my goodness, that blew my head off when he told me about Mr. Larry Ellison. Oh my goodness. So to wrap this up, how does all this correlate, and why should fans calm down with the Snyderverse being restored? Looking at Variety's updated article, Paramount Skydance denied that the company was forming an investment consortium with the wealth funds of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi to submit a bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. They have specifically stated that the information that was reported in Variety's first article was quote-unquote categorically inaccurate, and that, quote, this is a confidential process which we respect and as such will not be commenting until the process is over, unquote. Now, personally, from my perspective, my point of view, I'm seeing and watching videos on YouTube of Snyder fans waving the flag that the Snyderverse is restored and Henry Cavill is officially back as Superman. I'm searching high and low all over the internet to confirm this claim, and I'm getting nothing except for comic book news articles, and from what I'm reading, it's speculative generally, meaning a bunch of hearsay or sources claiming that POTUS, the President of the United States, is in talks with the Saudis regarding this deal. Without getting into a rant and to finish this video, I truly believe that we as fans need to wait for WB's Discovery's acquisition to fully go through first. As I stated earlier, the first round of non-binding bids has happened yesterday. All right? So we need to just keep on waiting. I'm sure they have confirmed that a second round is coming, but we need to wait for that confirmation. As much as I do want the Snyderverse to come back in all its entirety, I just don't see it happening right now unless I've missed something completely. And if so, please share it in the comments down below to continue this discourse. I know this is a late video in this week, and I do apologize for that with all the hoopla of this subject matter, and I wanted to make sure I had my head wrapped around it first. So with that said in mind, next week I'll be facing the ogre himself, my absolute favorite character of the Baki universe, Mr. Yujiro Hama in Baki Blood Arena. I'll see you then, everyone, in the next video. Peace.